Hello everyone, welcome to Rahu, the north node of the moon, placed in the third house of your chart. So if you have Rahu, the north node, 3 houses away from your ascendant, this video is good for you. There is also some application in the D9 Navamsa as well. If you should have Western horoscope though, make sure that you have a sign for a house system. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to sub below. Let's go. First of all, what is this third house? It's an Upachaya house. Factors get better over time as you mature. Third house improves. What does it give? It gives you communication skills. It makes you restless, moving around a lot. It's the Gemini definite sign house. But here's the thing. This is a Mars Karaka house. This house has so much aggression, so much competitive energy. It is unbelievable. It's the house of hands and fighting and weapons, but also pen. Pen is mightier than the sword. Writing skill, blogging, journalism, all these things are coming from this third house. It's got a lot to do with all media factors in the world. It shows the early development stage in the D1 birth chart, 2 to 3 years of age, when we definitely develop sense of self, ego, therefore compete with our siblings. You see, third house is about how well we compete, how well we fend off enemies, just like sixth house. Third house is a very competitive house, as I say, and it definitely represents everything about co-borns, siblings, cousins, neighbors even, later in life. And who is Rahu? Rahu is the north node of the moon, the point of the eclipse. He is a shadow planet, but he is a rope binding us to eternal rebirth in this material world. Rahu is the most materialistic factor in the whole horoscope. He represents a smoke and illusion, the Maya of this material creation. Rahu is all head, no body. He represents absolutely insatiable desire, but also the exact desire bringing each of us into this incarnation. Rahu represents all the illusion that is so strong in this age of Kali. He is tamas, darkness to the full. Therefore, he has full effect in this present age. He is behind industrial revolution, machinery, everything about computers, technology, digital technology, everything which we manipulate from this material energy. He is in control of it. Rahu, the north node, is fame, power, wealth, and every kind of material gain. But he is a tempter, however, to unethical action, selfishness, guile, manipulation, and falsehood. We have to be very cautious about the area where we have Rahu in our chart, because he will conceal the truth. He is all darkness, tamas, and he can cause deception in the areas he rules in our chart. Rahu also rules animal form, non-human form, and he will most definitely punish quickly any unethical actions towards them. You should know this for sure. In fact, one of the quickest ways to mitigate many difficult Rahu karmas is to simply become vegetarian. This will definitely help to calm down Rahu, the north node effect in our chart. So Rahu in the third, is it a good position? Well, Rahu will bring the challenges, but he will get power here. He will get power because just like 6th house, 11th house, he likes to be in these Upachaya houses where he gets a lot accomplished. Third house, of course, equates to the sign Gemini. So definitely Rahu is exalted in that sign, and therefore here he will get empowerment. Many material benefits come to you for certain, but you must see the sign. The sign gives the deep karmas behind the position, tell you everything about why you took birth, the deepest desire behind that. Rahu rules coming into this human life. So please check the video on my channel. Rahu karmas in all signs. I will link that below here and at the end. One of the most prominent factors, though, about Rahu in the third house is that you will have a message to give to the world. You are here to spread message, to communicate ideas, to have a major influence on other people by your communication. What a fantastic writer, communicator, blogger, definitely anything about communication, but especially stringing together words to have maximum impact. Media people of all sorts get tremendous success actually with this Rahu. But though you have skill here, you can have impediments as well, because Rahu gives confusion. He messes up the house. So early on in life, language difficulties, speech problems, all sorts of impediments. But Rahu, so strong, he will overcome them definitely in this position. There's a real impulsivity, desire to make an impression. You can't stand down when there is a debate going on, argument going on. You've got to get involved, and you will very often win it in the end. See, everyone, the deep understanding about North Node Rahu is he wants to grab you, entangle you, entwine you like a snake in some difficult situation. And here he will do it through communication. You can come on too strong here. Rather than defeating enemies, you may still do it, but you will also make enemies as well. Be careful. On the positive side, Rahu is mischievous, manipulative here, but very good at solving problems. Rahu here will get himself out of any sticky situation. Whatever problems come in your life, you will get out of the problems. It's a very courageous, inventive position here. As I say, you will get out of any sticky situation, but sometimes you can be not quite ethical what you do. Let's face it, Rahu has no boundaries. Watch how you speak. Are you speaking truth or are you exaggerating? I'm not going to say that you're telling lies, everyone, but I will say this. You can exaggerate things. You enjoy telling a tall tale. Let's be honest about it. Sorry to use that word because everybody does this a little bit, but Rahu here does it a lot. Be careful, these things don't come back to haunt you. And Rahu's strength here gives him independence. I mean, talk about doing it your way. Everything, whether it's relationships, business, whether it's friendships, education, you feel the need to be in control of it. Do it your way. You do not take advice easily, especially when you are young. Family-wise, Rahu here is going to give you big karmas with your siblings, older siblings and younger siblings, both of them, and with your father. Sometimes sibling can be lost to you, or you can actually be separated from them. Even unknown siblings can actually come into your life sometimes, half siblings, etc., when you have this Rahu. There can be sudden loss of your siblings, even cousins, etc. There's some unusual karmic situation developing, lack of understanding, a little bit of distance sometimes. Let's look at these drishti aspects Rahu has. These will definitely affect you in the general background of your experience of life, but they really come into play, Rahu's aspects, during the Mahadasha of Rahu. Rahu's full drishti, second house from himself, gives you some difficulties definitely with your early security, family situation, and definitely with mother relationship. Definitely though, Rahu Mahadasha, big home changes, and these difficulties come into play more acutely. Rahu's obsession, deep desire, is on Ketu's position, house of philosophy, religion. You have a deep desire to explore philosophy's religious system. You'll be a bit obsessive about this from a really early age. You see, past life wisdom, deep knowledge, definitely philosophical system is actually still with you, and you're trying to pick up on it again. Now, Guru's teachers are very important to you, but actually sometimes there can be splits or there can be dissatisfaction, loss connected to them, just like with the father. Sometimes you have to leave father's religious system behind, or you expand on it, do it differently, explore different aspects of it in this lifetime. You will travel a lot in life. It's a very restless position, but you can have difficulties foreign land, and you will definitely have disturbance, splits in your mundane academic education. Rahu's drishti, 7th house, puts dissatisfaction, even mental stress, because Rahu is the north node of the moon, into your intimate spousal and personal relationships, even into your friendships. What's going on? Well, Rahu pushes out the borders. Rahu is a rebel. He's dissatisfied. Sometimes you can have alternate sexuality, different types of relationships definitely develop with this Rahu aspect. You can have unusual relationships where there is travel involved, like long distance relationships, or perhaps relationship with someone from a completely different culture, etc. But Rahu brings instability. The most important thing that you have to do is learn to be honest. No matter what the stress in the relationship, be honest. Then these difficult karmas will definitely calm down somewhat. Final result, of course, always comes from the actual planets here, 7th house, and the Lord of the house. Very important to see that. Check the video on my channel, 7th Lord, all houses. Income, Rahu's aspect 11th house here goes up and down, definitely, but it's always going to come up again. That's the thing. Rahu gives multiple streams of income throughout your life. You are inventive, ingenious, fantastic entrepreneur, fantastic, making the most of every marketplace opportunity, especially in Rahu Mahadasha. Wealth can definitely come. If you are an employed person, definitely you can make fantastic connections to your colleagues, network circles. You can actually get people who promote you, help you, but in the end you will find in every way, business, employment, everything, you do it best when you do it under your own steam, definitely. Check out the Rahu karmas in all signs on your screen right now. Very important to understand Rahu's sign position as well. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to sub below. Goodbye for now. God bless you all.